Shalom Aleichem, sweetest friends. This year should be a special schus for Reb. We saw Yaakov ben Rosh Zelig. Said Abracha v'atzlach v'chol maaseh Yodov. We'll be learning b'siyata d'shmaya and Yonei Teshuva. The Rambam, a good place to start always. Hilchos Teshuva, Perek Beit, Halachetz writes that havidui shenalu b'kol Yisrael. What's the vidui of the Jewish people? Aval anachnu chatanu. But we sin. V'hu ikar avidui. That's the ikar vidui. Aval anachnu chatanu. The Rambam says, Perek Aleph Halacha Ches, Keitzad Misvadim, Oimer Ona Hashem, Chotosi, Ovisi, Pashati Lefonecha, Ve'osisi Kach V'kach, V'arei Nichamti Uboishti B'maasai, U'la'olam Eini Choyzer L'davar Zeh. You know what vidui means? You say, Ona Hashem, I sinned. 3 different Lashonos in front of you. And I did this and this. And I regret it, I'm embarrassed, I'm not going to do it again. And that's the ikar vidui v'chol hamarbe u'marich binyan zeh reizeh meshubach. A person's marbe in this says it a lot. The more the better. Everybody asks, Astira? Mitzad echad? Ram says the ikar vidui is Aval anachnu chatanu. Mitzad sheni, the Rambam says, "Along with us, chatosi avizi b'shat v'nech v'sisi kach v'kach v'rei nichamti boishti ma'aseh lem v'chazem davar zeh." So which one is it? The vidui of Perek Beis Halacha Ches or the vidui of Perek Aleph Halacha Ches? Mafli me'od. The Rambam in Halacha Aleph writes, "Kol mitzvah shebeteire bein esei bein lo esei." Im ovar odam al achas mehen, bein bezodim bein bishkago k'shiyas Teshuva v'yoshuv meicheto, chayev l'svados lifnei akel baruch hu, shneamar ish o isha, ki yasu etc. v'svadu es chatotam asher chota asher asu. Ze vidui dvorim, vidui ze mitzvah essay. All mitzvahs in the Torah, whether it's an essay or a lois essay, if a person was over on one of them, whether it's mezid or shogeg, when he does teshuva and he repents from his sin, he is obligated to say vidui, to confess in front of God. We bring a pasuk to that effect. When you do a sin, v'svadu es chatasam asher asu, this vidui is vidui dvarim, verbal confession, and this vidui is a mitzvah essay. Like everybody talks about, the Rambam doesn't say teshuva is a mitzvah. He says, when one does tshuva, he has to say vidui. And in fact, the Minchas Chinuch, in mitzvah Shin Samachay writes, B'das HaRambam, that tshuva is not begeder mitzvah. Even though you can't do vidui without tshuva, but it's not a mitzvah misuyemes umiyuchedes. You can live without tshuva. But there's no mitzvah misuyemes umiyuchedes of tshuva. Some want to say b'das HaRambam that tshuva is a mitzvah kiyumis. It's not a mitzvah chiyuvis. It's a mitzvah. If you want, you can do it, but you don't have to. Ma'od shelifnei hilchos tshuva, the Rambam himself is makdim, and he said hilchos tshuva mitzvah say achas u'shiyoshev achoytim echato v'nei Hashem v'yisvad arei lahedya. That tshuva itself is a mitzvah. And this is soiser l'ch'oira, what's mishtameya from the Rambam in Halacha Aleph. And Halacha Aleph says, no mitzvah of tshuva. When he does tshuva, the Rambam says, here he says, what is the mitzvah? Sheyashiv achote mecheta. The Rambam says it is a mitzvah. So which one is it? Od yesh la'ayin. Why does the Rambam emphasize kol mitzvah shebetorah bein essay, bein lois essayim, avar adam al achas man? Only on esim and losa essays is there tshuva. Hello, mefurish pasuk HaRambam later on. Perek Zayin Halacha Gimel. Don't say al toimar she'ein tshuva ela me'avera sheish be'em ma'aseh kon znus, v'gezel, v'gneva. It's nicht richtig. They can only do tshuva from things like znus, gezel, and geneva. No. Just like a person has to do tshuva from these, he also has to be mechapes b'deyois rois sheyesh lo, v'lo shuv min hakas, u'min ha'eva, u'min ha'kina, u'min ha'itul, u'min redivas ha'mamin, v'ha'kovid, u'min redivas ha'ma'acholois, chayotze behem. Min ha'kol tzarech lachzor b'tshuva, zok the Rambam. Chidush atzum. You have to do tshuva from your deus ros, midas ros. What are they? Hatred, jealousy, frivolity, running after money too much, running after honor, running after delicacies, everything. So why does the Rambam write at the beginning only on Lavim and Essen? And later on, the Rambam steht nicht, the Rambam steht nicht das. The Rambam schreibt nefurish that a person also has to do tshuva, not only on essays and los essays, but also on midas. Allah Aleph, the Rambam says, Im over alachas me'am essays and los essays. The Rambam, in the Havamina, before he tells us the Chiddush, tells us just on Maisa. So what's the Havamina? That just on Maisa you have to do tshuva, but not on other Averis. Why would we have a Havamina that tshuva was only on Averot misug zeh, misug Maisa? Later on in that halacha, ve'elu avonos koshem yosim sheish ben Maisa. Shebizman shadam nishka be'elu koshu lifrosh mehem. Look the Rambam. That these sins are very difficult, worse than those that have a Maisa. Because if a person is immersed in these, very hard to stop. That's what it says in the Pasuk. Yazov Rasha Darko. V'ishav en machshav osav. That a Rasha should leave his path and his evil thoughts. So this Hemshech also says something. You have Elu Avonos of Midas, paralleling Osen Sheish Ben Maisa. What's this coming to teach us? And what's the nafkamina that these are worse? And what's the limud from the pasuk? Hagoin of both Mordchi Ezrachi, who is one of the greatest Roshei Yeshiva of our door. His Svarim are maflim meod. He has Sifrei Birkas Mordechai. He has a very unique signon k'tiva that I enjoy. His writing style and his chedushim are mamish so sharp. His analysis is so piercing. And when you come out with a chiddush, it's so sweet. Sometimes ba'arichus, sometimes b'kitzur. Anyway, he also has a set of svarim on the Chumash, the Birkas Mordechai al Chamisha Chumshei Torah. So in the Birkas Mordechai, in Chelik Gimel, on page Pei Vav, he explains as follows. That we see from the Rambam in Perek Zayin, Halacha Gimel, that we quoted about the Midas, that there are two inyanei tshuva. There's a tshuva on a specific chait, that a person was over b'zadon or b'shkaga, and there's a tshuva al derech hachait. A person, even if he's over avera b'zadon or b'shkaga, that's not enough to prove that his derech is a derech hatoim. It doesn't mean, just because he sinned, that his whole personality is on the pathway of sin. The binyan ishi ruchani shel ha'adam mityaches yoter u'beikar lemidotav, ledeotav. You want to know what the primary building blocks of a person's spiritual personality are made up of? His midas. And not some maisa that he did in some specific instance. Because the midas are who this person is. Whereas an aveir, even b'meiz, it's certainly b'shoigeg. doesn't say that this person is necessarily so rotten. But his midas, that's who the person's all about. The Navi teaches us that the yesod of Hilchos Teshuva is not just to do tshuva for a sin, for a specific sin. Nachmer. Yazov Rasha Darko. He has to stop being on that derech. Tshuva is not only from the sin, but from the mania, what brings him to do this sin, from the cause of the sin. Ishaven machshavotsav me'aideologia mezuyefet. This false ideology, this foreign ideology that brings all of this evil. So tshuva is not about just what you did. Tshuva is about who you are. Your midas. Kas, Eiva, Kino, Divismamin. That's the derech. Yazov Rasha Dargo Vishamin. Machshavotsav. Therefore, the Rambam parallel. On one hand, you have ma'asim that are mugdarim k'ma'aseh avera. Ma'aseh avera, it's a concrete act, what a person gets arrested for. Ma'asim, you get arrested for. And then there's the midas, the binyan nafshi ra'uah, this shaky spiritual foundation. A person does an avera, chas v'shalom, he did a big sin. But the sin is just now, during the ma'aseh avera. So the sin made a scratch on his soul, chas shalom. But it's only being done now. A person has bad midas. Even when he's not actually angry, but he's a kasim. Even when he's not actually makane, but he's a makane. A person not actually fulfilling his taivas, but he's a baal taiva. Why is it so hard? The Rambam says, because a person's nishka, a person's immersed in this. That's mice. He did a mice. He goes weiter. But he's immersed in these averas. If a person does a sin, wants to do tshuva, he doesn't necessarily have to change who he is. Just know this Ratzon Hashem was the wrong thing to do. You're a better man or woman. Know that God forbade this. You understand. You don't understand. That's the reality. You move on in life. When a person realizes how far he has to change his and how much he has to change his midas, it's another story. Yazov Rasha Darko Vishavin Machshavosif. Person has to, Rasha has to leave his derech. Those evil thoughts. Kol milah milashano shel Rambam machrezet af mavrika lemirchakim ba'atiza nitzei havana meshachnat be'emet hatzrufa azot. Too good to translate. Okay, we still have more to say in the Rambam. We're far from done. But that is the first part of the shir. And Amir Tishem, Hadron alach b'li neder b'siyata d'shmaya. We will continue next time to understand mamish the yesodos of Inyanei Teshuva. Shalom, shalom, sweetest and most beloved friends.